With the arrival of frost, the Russian army will begin to feel a lack of equipment and medical supplies, which will cause the morale of the occupiers to fall even more, which will eventually affect the intensity of military action on their part. Russian conscripts are so ill-equipped and ill-trained that they light fires and smoke in the trenches, demasking their positions and exposing themselves to Ukrainian artillery strikes. Due to weather conditions, the occupiers are making fewer attempts to storm Ukrainian positions, but are actively using artillery. This winter will break the myth that the frost always plays on the side of the Russians. They have such a stereotype, that they fight perfectly in winter. Supposedly winter is their ally. Russians always remember the War of 1812, when they managed to defeat Napoleon in winter. They also remember 1941, when German troops suffered from harsh conditions near Moscow. That is, for Russians it is indeed a historical hope that they will have an easier time fighting in the winter. But conditions and the context of the situation have changed. And now the AFU is sufficiently prepared for combat operations in winter. We are talking about both combat equipment and soldier equipment. Therefore, Russian hopes that it is in freezing weather that they will be able to seize the initiative and gain some successes at the front are unfounded. I would say that this winter they themselves are waiting for the fate of the German and French army, and the Ukrainian winter will give them eternal rest. In addition to problems with a shortage of military equipment, there is also a shortage of individual equipment and medical care. They have poor food and little means of heating, all that affects the morale of Russian soldiers. Accordingly, it is declining. And the longer the stay in such conditions lasts, the correspondingly the morale will drop even more. This winter will be grueling for every Russian occupant. The Ukrainian military sees on the surrendered and liquidated Russian occupiers low-quality clothing that lets in the cold, and footwear unsuitable for this time of year. The more recruits Putin's army gets, the more old supplies are used, with the quality getting worse with each wave. In time they will most likely solve this issue, but right now the number of non-combat losses from illness and cold will increase manifold. This winter many Russian occupiers will remain forever in the broad steppes of Ukraine.